Hello, my name's Linda Dolke. I'm a demonstrator with Stampin' Up here in Australia, and today I have a little tip for you on how to work with our new satin shimmer ribbons. These are a shimmer 3-pack that are currently available in our Sale-a-bration promotion. They're only going to be available till the 31st of March, and they come together with the 3 colours: Calypso Coral, Bermuda Bay and Basic Grey. Now, they are beautiful in their own right, just tied around elements on your card. You can knot them or tie them in a bow, of course, like any normal ribbon. However, what I really have been having a lot of fun doing with them is creating tassels or frayed ends to work with and add interest to your card. So there's a couple of examples here. This one is not my card. This is actually a card we did at, or very similar, my version of a card that we did at Onstage, or that was shown to us at Onstage, which is our Stampin' Up training day that we have twice a year. Brandy from the Home Office in the US showed us on a live feed how to create this tail for this peacock, okay, which is basically a little tassel that has a beautiful silky shiny tail for our peacock. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's one option. I've also been using it here. You might see I've got it poking out from behind the main element on this card, just to add a little bit of interest and soften the whole piece. And here I used it for a fun little element on either side of the panda. I've got a little bit poking out here, and I've added a little bit of gold sequin into that as well. So I'll show you how to do it. It's actually really easy. I think the thinner ones, the grey and the Bermuda Bay, are actually the easiest to work with because they fray with no help at all. The one that a couple of people have told me they had a bit of problems with is this one, which is Calypso Coral, and it's a thicker ribbon, so approximately 1 centimetre wide. And actually, I'm looking at this one; it's already starting to fray. Would you believe? So without even me doing anything, it's starting to fray, and you can see once you get hold of the end how quickly that rolls away. Okay, I'm just going to move these out of the way so you don't get distracted and you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to show you how easy this is to do. I'll finish this one off, make it as long as I want, and then when I've got it to the length that I want it to be, I actually cut it a little longer, and I'll come back to that one. What I really wanted to show you was how easy it is to get the edge started. Now the secret to it is making sure that you use a good pair of sharp scissors. I'm using the ones we used to sell. We don't have these anymore, but a good pair of ribbon scissors. I keep these aside. I don't use them for paper. That way they're always nice and sharp for ribbon. You want to make sure that your edge is completely straight. So cut it at a 90-degree angle. Someone said the other day, do we need to get our protractors out? Hopefully not quite that bad, but it does need to be straight because it'll make it easier for you to grab the end. And you can either sort of, if you have fingernails, you can rub it, sort of pull it over the edge there until it starts to come. Now this shimmer ribbon, okay, I've got a bit of thread here. It might be hard to see that. I probably should put something black behind it, but anyway, hopefully you can see I have got a hold of this edge here. This ribbon has like a silver thread running right through the whole lot. That's what makes it shimmery, and it's the silver thread that we're going to be pulling to fray the ribbon. So when you finally get a piece, you need to just take it very gently. Don't tug it too hard because it can knot on the edge, and when that happens it makes it really hard to pull. So you pull it gently and then very gently start to pull from that edge, and it will start to come. And I don't pull it out too far, I just pull it out a few inches at a time and just keep coming back. If you pull it out too far, it can also snag. So just keep going until it is the length that you want. So you can see it does fray quite easily once you get a hold of that end. So the secret is having it really straight, because if you cut it on an angle, it's actually a lot harder to get it started. Okay, so now I'm going to chop that off like I did before. I usually give it about 1 centimetre on the end, or 1/2 inch, whatever you think. Okay, now I haven't cut this thread that I've been pulling because I want to make use of that, and I'm going to take it up here to the top, and I'm going to start to wind it around and you want to wind it tightly a little so that this sort of bunches up a little bit. Wind it. It's fairly strong, this thread, so you can give it a bit of pressure, and I just wind it around the top. So it's the top of where it started to, like where I finished fraying it, that's where I want it to go around. And I'm just going to wind it until it's good and tight. Okay, then I'm going to cut it off really short. I'm just going to trim the top. All right, then I'm going to get a glue dot. So you want to make sure you have some glue dots handy when you're doing this. I love my glue dots. These are the best adhesives, I reckon. And then I'm going to just put my tassel onto that glue dot. And now I have my little tassel ready to go. And you know, you can sort of run your fingers through it and straighten out any errant hairs. If there's any bits that need to be trimmed, you can cut this to whatever. If you've made it longer, you can cut it to whatever length suits you. Sometimes, you know, I've got a piece of silver there that's a little bit too long, so I can feel it. Now it's gone. It's hiding. I know it's there. Anyway, I'll come back to that. So it's also sticky, so now I could stick it on a project if I wanted to, you know, if I had a piece of paper or something ready to go. It's now ready to stick down where I want it, and you can see how cute that is. So for the peacock, that's exactly what I did. I just stuck it onto the end of its tail so that it would be in the right place. With these ones, so this is the thinner, this is the Bermuda Bay, and you can see that's really tiny. I think it's 1/8 of an inch. See, I go between centimetres and inches all the time. So grab the thread, and that, once again, start gently. Don't pull, don't tug too much, just gently start it. This one's deciding that it doesn't want to go. Same thing with this one. If it snags, like mine just did, just cut the edge nice and straight and start again. And this is the easy one. Okay, now it's going. Okay, so you can see that frays really quickly. And what I did for these, I actually added 2 tassels behind here, and I've actually adhered them on with dimensionals to actually pop up this element on my card as well. So I used 2 tassels on this end and 2 tassels on that end, because one wouldn't have been enough to get the little foof that I kind of wanted. Is that a word, foof? I don't know. Someone can tell me if that's in the dictionary. And this one I've used 1 on each end because the Calypso coral is thick enough just to get that 1. I could use 2 if I wanted more of a foof. And the grey one, I guess it would be up to you once you did it to decide whether or not you actually wanted, whether you wanted more it to be wider, or whether you were happy with it at that width. Just going to get that really straight. So I hope you find this fun. I actually really enjoy doing it, and it's a really cute little interesting thing to add to your cards. Looks great poking out from behind an element. It looks great popped on as a tassel in its own right. So I hope you have fun with these. I was thinking they'd be nice, a couple little tassels at the bottom of like balloons or something like that, something party themed. But I do love this ribbon. If you're wanting to purchase it, it actually doesn't, it's not something you can purchase. It's a gift with purchase at the moment. So it's available, as I said, till the 31st of March, but you get it for free, the 3-pack of ribbons. This is a free item when you spend $90 here in Australia. So every $90 you spend, you get another free item. There's lots of different ones. The peacock that you just saw here, that's another free item, that stamp set with the beautiful tail and little flowers. The panda is another free set. He comes in a set of, there's 3 little pandas, and there's some accessories and words to go with that one. So there's actually a number of free things that you can get right now with a Sale-a-bration order, but you need to make sure that you place your order before the 31st of March. So I hope you enjoyed that. Enjoy the ribbons. They are heaps of fun, and I'd love to see your frayed ribbon creations. Thanks, guys. Bye.